Welcome to the heart of the West. Tonight, we ride into the mountains of Colorado, to a place that maps no longer show and history has tried to forget. This is the story of Silver Creek, a mining town that boomed with fortune and dreams, only to become a ghost town in the span of a single terrifying night. But this isn't just a story of abandonment. It's a mystery of what happened to the 300 souls who called it home, and the one man who dared to find the truth 10 years later. Our story begins in 1878. An old prospector, Samuel Perkins, was following a rumor of silver in a secluded valley. When he finally found the source, it was beyond his wildest dreams, a vein of pure silver so rich, he named it the Mother's Mercy. Word spread like wildfire. Within a year, the makeshift camp had exploded into the bustling town of Silver Creek. It had 3 saloons, a bank, a church, and a newspaper. Fortune seekers from across the nation flocked there, their eyes gleaming with the promise of wealth. For 2 years, Silver Creek was a beacon of prosperity in the ruthless West. But with great wealth came a great shadow. A ruthless businessman, Silas the Vulture Croft, arrived. He didn't mine for silver, he mined the miners. He bought up all the supporting businesses, the general store, the water rights, the lumber mill. He charged exorbitant prices, trapping the miners in debt. Those who stood up to him faced unfortunate accidents. The town sheriff was on his payroll. The initial hope in Silver Creek began to curdle into quiet desperation. The town was thriving on the surface but rotting from within, held hostage by one man's greed. Then in the winter of 1881, something changed. Silas Croft suddenly lowered his prices. He paid off debts. He even donated a new bell for the church. The town was bewildered but relieved, thinking their tormentor had found a conscience. They didn't know it was the calm before the storm. A week later, a blizzard descended, isolating Silver Creek from the world. On the 3rd night of the storm, the townspeople reported hearing a strange, low hum like a swarm of bees, coming from the mountains. Then by morning, silence, an unnatural, profound silence. 10 years later, in 1891, a Pinkerton detective named William Corrigan is hired by a relative of a missing miner. He rides into the valley and finds Silver Creek perfectly preserved, but utterly empty. Tables are set with rotten food. Tools are laid down as if their users would return any second. There are no signs of a struggle, no bodies, no graves. It's as if the entire population simply vanished into thin air. Corrigan, a man of logic and evidence, is deeply unsettled. He finds a single cryptic diary entry from the town doctor, dated the day before the storm hit. Croft has found something in the deepest shaft. It is not silver, it sings, "God help us all." Armed with a lantern and a revolver, Corrigan descends into the Mother's Mercy mine. Deep in the labyrinth, he doesn't find skeletons or evidence of a cave-in. Instead, he finds Silas Croft's office built into a cavern. On the desk is a final ledger entry. Croft hadn't found a conscience. He had found a new, far more valuable metal beneath the silver, a strange, glowing ore he called Aeternium. The diary detailed how, when heated, the ore emitted a frequency that could disassemble matter. The hum the townspeople heard was Croft's massive furnace, activated at the height of the storm. He hadn't killed them. He had, in his mad pursuit to claim the ore solely for himself, attempted to erase them from existence. As Corrigan reads this, a figure emerges from the shadows, an aged, ragged Silas Croft, driven insane by a decade of solitude and guilt. "I didn't mean for it to be everyone," he shrieked. "The storm, it amplified the frequency. It took them all. But it's all mine now." He lunged at Corrigan, causing a struggle that knocked over lanterns, igniting the old timber supports. As the mine began to collapse around them, Corrigan fought his way out. Leaving Croft to his doomed fortune, he escaped just as the entrance sealed shut forever, bearing the truth and the ghost of Silas Croft with it. William Corrigan filed his report stating the town was lost to a natural disaster. Some truths are too terrible to tell. The official record says Silver Creek was wiped out by an avalanche. But on quiet nights, old-timers in nearby towns still speak of the humming from the mountains in the 300, souls who vanished, not to a natural disaster, but to one man's insatiable greed. The ghost of Silver Creek wasn't a person. It was the echo of a sin that consumed an entire town. If you were captivated by this mystery, support this channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing your own theories in the comments below.